So today I've got Giannis and John with me from Pollfish. Can you give yourself an introduction, Giannis?
Hi, I'm Giannis from Pollfish, a technology company which has access to over 50 million smartphone users globally, to whom we distribute surveys and questionnaires in order to get consumer insights, of course. We're in the MRMW. It's a very interesting conference. We're seeing live how things are moving to mobile. And there are many interesting stuff that also John will talk about.
Yeah, generally everybody's talking about how mobile is rising. So this is something that we are experiencing ourselves. Over the past few months, it's an explosion of the market, and this is something really good for the whole industry. The conference is really good. Everybody's talking about their own methodologies, and they're doing some very interesting stuff. So we're here to present ours and how is our approach in the mobile domain, marketer's domain.
And can you tell me a bit more about Pollfish, just so we understand who you are?
Yes, so we're a technology company. We distribute surveys through smartphone apps. We are partnering with more than 3,000 apps right now, and this number is constantly increasing. And we distribute surveys to more than 50 million users. So our model is kind of unique. Yeah. We did it a very different way in the iPhone and Android world. We combine these two worlds, and that gives us really good turnaround, really good pricing for the clients, and massive distribution.
And if someone watches your conference, they see the interview and they want to get in touch with you, what's the best way for them to do that?
They can go to our website, go to info@pollfish.com, send us an email, and we're happy to reply.
Okay, brilliant. So can you tell us a bit more about the talk you're going to be doing?
Yes, of course. We want to present a few things that we've learned about distributing surveys through different apps. So we call something like app context fencing. So imagine distributing an education survey through education apps, or a travel survey through travel apps, etc. And I want to present what we've learned. So we've seen that major questions, the answers are almost the same. They don't differ based on the app category, and but we've seen that this affects the conversion rates, the dropout rates, and the turnarounds are quite faster. And we want to talk about the case studies that we've done with university in Greece, and this is pretty much it.
And that's happening now. When are you going to give this talk?
In half or an hour, half an hour.
Is it your first talk?
No.
Your pose.
It's not our first talk. We've done a few.
And just out of interest, what conferences are you guys going to be at after MRMW? Where will people be able to see you and meet you?
Well, now we haven't decided yet, but we're taking some conferences in New York, and we'll see. We will decide, and we'll let you know through our Twitter feed.
And are you gonna stay around and watch it? Is there anything else you're gonna be watching? Any sort of talks that you thought would be interesting that people might want to go and see if they're here?
Yes, we will see the talk from Confirm It, definitely. I want to see what the guys are doing there, and we also want to talk with companies like Millward Brown and TNS to see what they're doing, because they published a few papers a few months ago about how they're validating mobile, which is quite interesting, and it's establishing the industry, and we want to see such stuff.
And what about you, John? What do you think of mobile as it is? One of the questions I asked a few people was, between last year and now, what are the main changes?
I think that there are not many changes in the way that people actually behave, but there are many changes on the companies that actually right now are realizing that mobile is the next step. So the users and the smartphones are quite the same all the time right now. But this is very helpful that big companies are actually moving there, because the audience is there. You can find the same consumers multiple times a day. You can find them anywhere. You can find them at night when relaxed, or they're a different kind of state of mind. They're not working. It's like when they were getting an email, a few years back, they were kind of working. This survey email was in the work email. Yeah, and it's now things are changing. You get them in a really good state of mind. So this is something that we definitely rely our business on, and this is why we believe that the quality of the answers that we're getting from the mobile is way better than from emails.
I think something I heard while Swinton was talking about it was that the technology is like increasing at an exponential rate. There's so many more new tools, new apps. So it must be difficult for someone that's conducting research to know what tools to use for certain projects. Have you got any advice for them?
Yeah, right now we are a technology company and we don't do any analysis of the data. We give that to the market risk companies to do that. They use us. So we see that the market will shift there. There will be more technology companies to accumulate all these technologies like wearable devices, smartphone devices, and they will get the data and will analyze the data. But the collection of the data will not be done by big corporations, but smaller companies that do that. And this is something that we are moving ahead and we think that is going to happen because it's really difficult for a established corporation to adopt every 6 months or so a new technology. It's really, really hard.
They can't be that agile, but
Especially big corporations.
yeah. Okay, well, brilliant, guys. Really, thanks very much.
Thank you very much for
coming and talking to us.